Hello and welcome to the first episode of Policy in Wonderland, the English version, I must say. I'm your host, Eviatar Amira, or you can call me Evie. In Policy in Wonderland, just like Alice, we are going to explore and see the wonderful world of insurance, Insurtech, and everything that's connected to this amazing ecosystem. In Policy in Wonderland, we will meet wonderful startups from all over the world and key figures and more. So without further ado, I want to embrace the future of innovative insurtech solution and introduce my guest for today, Helen Burke from Teambase. Hello, Helen.
Hi, Abby. How are you?
I'm fine and great. So first of all, thank you for joining us. And I would love, you're actually the first interviewer, so congratulations.
Thank you. I feel so privileged. Thank you very much.
And I would like to start from couple of information about you. What your background, how you connect to the insurance industry, and we take it from there.
Brilliant. So if I roll right back, rewind 12 years or so, around about that, I sort of fell into insurance. Okay, a lot of people say that, but I genuinely did. I was living in and working in the Middle East as a teacher, although my background is not in teaching. I was living and working in Qatar as a kindergarten teacher, but I always was interested in technology. And I studied economics and a master's in information systems management in Galway. And then I ended up out in the Middle East in Qatar teaching. And then I was like, okay, teaching is not for me. I'm not interested in it. I'm not that excited about it. I really want to work in technology. I really enjoyed the master's that I studied at university. I need to get into tech. So then I worked in Qatar for 2 years as a systems analyst with an Irish company called Tech-Enable. And Tech-Enable, yeah, back in the day I worked with them in Qatar. And the project that we were working on was we were building an end-to-end custom-built carrier platform. Very bespoke for a large carrier company in Qatar. Okay. So that is how I got into insurance, because the first technology project implementation I worked on was a carrier implementation. So I got the feel and the, practice and learned a lot about insurance from that project. And then I loved it. I knew I always wanted to continue working in the insurance industry.
Okay, so what exactly you loved? What is this is the data, the people, or the structure of the market? What exactly?
Everything. Okay, so I love the people. I love the people, the process, and the technology. So there are three things that it's like my mantra, things that I'm really enthusiastic and excited about. So I love the people in insurance. They're really nice, really friendly, really supportive. Always want to collaborate, help each other out. Even competitors working together to improve the industry and drive innovation and digital. I'm intrigued by the business processes in insurance, which sounds really geeky and nerdy, but it's true. I mean, you're laughing because you're like,
this is the place to say that. So feel comfortable.
Yeah. Safe space.
Yeah.
So, I mean, from that first project and all of the projects that I've worked on throughout my 12 years of working in insurance tech, I just am fascinated by the way things work, how the processes work, both from an operation and a customer experience perspective. I love to see, okay, how does the reinsurer connect to the carrier? How does the carrier connect to the broker? How does the broker connect to the agents? And how does it all come down to that end corporate or individual customer? I love the whole ecosystem, how they're all related, how they all communicate, and how technology can help them all collaborate and provide a better experience overall.
So after Qatar, you met with Teambase, right? You started.
Correct. Yes, I moved to Dubai, and within 5 weeks of moving to Dubai, I started my role as a product manager or a project product manager in Teambase.
So before we're talking about Teambase, let's talk about the problem. Okay.
Yeah.
What is the problem that Teambase is trying to solve? Don't speak about the solution.
Okay. We want to solve the insurance administration problem. Admin is a headache for everybody in insurance. And we all know
I agree. Yeah.
The insurance industry is very heavy admin. Lots of paper, lots of processes, lots of forms, documents, over and back between different people in the value chain. So we want to simplify, automate, and fix the admin problem.
And all of this was like back to 2011, 2012?
Correct. 2011,
so,
yeah.
2011. So it's even before everybody knew what is Insurtech, all this buzzword of Insurtech. It's like 4 or 5 years before all the Insurtech bubbles like explode, right?
Correct.
So can you tell us about the founders, about Teambase?
Yeah, so Robert Caval, my colleague and managing director of Teambase in Dubai, he set up Teambase with the vision of, he came from a tech background, he's ex-Microsoft, and he was interested in the insurance industry, and he just really wanted to make a difference and drive innovation and positive change via technology. So that's where Teambase came from. And then I joined them back in when did I join again? I joined in 2014. Yeah, wow. So a couple of years after they were in business.
Okay, so we understand and totally agree that admin in insurance, it's horrible. So what is the solution? What this kind of solution that Teambase is bring the world?
Okay, so we have multiple solutions and they all tackle admin in different parts of the value chain. One of our solutions, Quick Quote Hub, covers pre-sales. So it helps brokers, MGAs, agents automate the quote and bind and proposal process. Because we all know that proposals take days for people to prepare. They need to get quotes and proposals from different carriers. Then they need to put it all together and then send it out to the corporate client. It's a headache. It's a lot of time.
This is amazing. Is all over the world. It's the same periods. It's like the same periods to get a new quote. It's the same periods to get new customer policies. It's something that totally amazes me each and every time that I hear about that kind of solutions. So it's pretty horrible. So you started in Qatar, in Dubai, right? And after, only with MGAs, brokers in Dubai, or across Europe or something?
So we started off in Dubai. We partnered with brokers, MGAs in the Middle East. And then about 5 years ago, we expanded into Africa. So we've got a couple of broker clients in Africa as well, in Kenya. So we started to do business in Kenya. And in the past, we have done a couple of implementations in Singapore and China as well.
Wow. So, okay, this is great one for the next question is like, what is your insights into the difference between the markets, the Middle East, Africa, and the Asia market?
They're all very different. I mean, even then, Europe, I'm starting to learn the ropes in the European market because I just moved home to Ireland again 2 years back. But I would say
the weather is not like in the Middle East.
Sorry?
The weather is not like the Middle East right now.
Definitely not. It's cold, it's raining. I miss the sun and beach a lot. But I mean, put it like this, when I moved home to Ireland, I wouldn't have got the opportunity which I have, which was to set up Teambase Ireland, which is our startup. So I guess it's got pros and cons. The weather is the negative, but the positives are I got a lot of good opportunities since I moved back home, maybe. Amazing. So yeah, I guess the move was worth it. But maybe if I just go back to your original question, because I'm going a little bit over there.
Yeah, we talk about it. We must to be careful of that to be exploded all over the world, all of the conversation here, and we talk.
No worries.
Okay, yeah.
No worries.
Go to the original one. Yeah.
Okay, so just go back to to that question. So the Middle East and Africa, very different markets. I would say, especially from an employee benefits, medical and life side, because two of our solutions are actually very focused on employee benefits, and then the other two solutions are across all range of insurance. They're generic. But on the employee benefits side, the main differences I've noticed between the markets is Singapore and China, very mature markets in terms of flexible benefits. What do I mean when I say flexible benefits? I mean, so in flexible benefits are the ability to be able to upgrade and downgrade your medical and life through your corporate. So in some cases, corporate clients offer their employees ability to upgrade to higher coverage packages and even downgrade at times. And they also have ability to add other memberships or voluntary benefits, which the corporate sometimes pays a percentage of, and other times the remainder comes from your own pocket, so from your own salary through salary deductions. That is very, very mature in Singapore and China. A lot of the corporates are offering these flexible benefits to their employees. But in the Middle East, it's a very new concept. It's not there, and there's such opportunity for it there, because as we know, there's a lot of large group clients, large corporates, white collar corporations in Dubai and in the Middle East, and I'm just so surprised that still the flexible benefits, realm and experience is not that common. And then if I look at Europe, the UK has a very mature market with flexible benefits, and so does the US. Ireland, not so much. So again, Ireland, the Middle East, Africa, I don't have as much knowledge in terms of flexible benefits in Africa. I need to look into it. But I know that the UK, the US, and Singapore and China, very mature markets. Middle East, no. And there's such opportunity there because medical insurance is mandatory for all employees in the Middle East. It's a government rule. If you open a corporation in Middle East, in UAE in specific, you must give, even if it's just the basic coverage, you must give medical insurance to all of your employees. So I'm surprised it hasn't expanded out into, let's give our employees more benefits, some flexibility in upgrading coverage and adding mental health, wellness, yoga, all of these things, which is common in other markets. So that's one key difference I see, Evie.
And what about the tech adoption, like in China versus Singapore versus the Middle East versus Europe or Ireland or Africa even?
I would say that okay, a lot of people say Africa is an emerging market. I'm gonna say something else here. I would say they're a little bit more emerged, right?
Okay.
I mean, people think they might be behind or lagging. They're not. I mean, and again, I'm going to give the example of, we entered that market 5 years ago and partnered with brokers there and moved really quickly. I am talking to some brokers in Europe now, and some of them do not have systems in place to manage their day-to-day operations. So you'll still find pockets of...
They are like still with the documents, with the physical documents?
Yes, in some cases. In Europe, actually, in all parts of the world, there are still, in some cases, brokers, MGAs, agents managing their daily business with the documents, manual. This is true, this is reality. So there's a lot of opportunity for the Insurtechs to partner with these people to help improve the daily operations, make it easier, make it more streamlined, achieve efficiency, add value.
This is like an amazing situation that we talking every day about the Insurtech and the technology, and the day today a businessman like all the insurance agents, the brokers remain and still working with manual documents. They have a special, of course, they have like PCs and so on, but they don't used to it. Like they don't embrace the tech so fast as we think. I can say that, right?
Yeah, true, Evie. True. There are, again, still some conversations with different brokers across various parts of the world that, yes, this is a reality. And, it's slowly changing, but it's true. I do see slow shift in that where there's more, I would say, people now realize, and when I say people, I mean the incumbents, so all the carriers, the brokers, the MGAs, I mean from that side of things, the incumbents now realize that to thrive and to grow their business, they need to embrace tech. They need to adopt technology. They need to bring it in and use it and allow it to support them to manage their operations more efficiently and save time. They now know and they realize that. So they're surviving now, I would say, but they could be thriving, if you know what I mean.
Yeah,
they need to move from survive to thrive.
And right now you have all the tools for doing that, for have that.
Correct. We're quite proud to have built 4 different solutions, which again tackle various admin problems across different parts of the value chain, whether it be on the quote stage, on the onboarding stage, or on the back office stage to help the daily admin of group clients.
I think I didn't ask that, but your business model or your like the vertical insures life and non-life, right?
So we have 2 solutions focused on employee benefits,
Okay.
medical and life. And the other 2 solutions are across any type of insurance, P&C and life and health, very generic insurance focused.
And okay, so Teambase business model is to approach the insurer even or the brokers, MGA, and all the the value chain in insurance, right?
Correct.
I saw that you have like an amazing product called Insurance Wallet.
Policy Lane.
Can you elaborate it? Because this is something that I connected immediately, like for Apple Pay, Apple Wallet, or Google Wallet, and I think this is the tech that insurance agents need to looking for, because your customer is not going to be older, just younger and younger, and he will not want to talk with you. They want to only use their phone or maybe the chatbot they want to speak. But right now, for me, for example, I don't use anymore with my credit card, with my physical credit card, only the Apple Pay. So when it come to insurance right now, as your example, it is something for me, very exciting, very amazing for that. But
so let me just maybe elaborate a little bit on Policy Lane for just 1 or 2 minutes, just to go a little bit deeper and clarify. So Policy Lane, the idea behind that was to make it easy for corporate clients. The focus here is actually on B2B. This could become a super app or a B2B2C model also, but our initial focus is on B2B. So imagine you're a HR manager in a small SME or even in a large multinational client. It doesn't matter. You have 5 or 6 or 7 or more different types of corporate insurance policies, commercial lines. You might have public liability, workman compensation, business interruption, medical, life for your employees. You have, anywhere between 5 and 10, maybe more, different types of insurance. And it's everywhere. It's there. It's all disconnected. It's like a broken jigsaw, right? There's pieces everywhere, So our idea and thinking behind the concept of Policy Lane was, let's bring that together. Let's make it easy for HR and risk managers to have one platform where they can go and see, this is all of my insurance in one place. It's such a simple concept. It's like, here are all my commercial lanes. Here is, I have this this type of insurance with this broker. I have this with maybe somebody else, or maybe I have multiple lanes with one, again, case by case. And just make it easy for them to know when is their renewal date, who is their insurance even placed with, because they probably forget until it comes to renewal stage. I mean, I know as an individual, I'm like that, right? Me as an individual, I have 5 different types of insurance. And if you ask me, honestly, Evie, who they're with, I forget. And, you know, it's like, is my medical with them or is it with someone else? And then I have income protection. And who is it even with? And when is my renewal date? You know, I have to go and check in the cupboard and open the drawer and see my files and check where's the policy documents, you know? And it's just that simple concept of, we want to make it easier and accessible for HR and risk managers to know who's my insurance with. Everything is in one place. And we've also automated the onboarding process as well, which is a headache in scope of policy lane. So we know that the brokers and the MGAs and the agents, when they're onboarding a client, a corporate client, again, I'm talking purely commercial, B2B, mm-hmm. Whether it's a small SME or a large corporate, the concept is the same. They need to collect some mandatory documents from that business, maybe the trade license, a lot of different documents. You know how it happens in most cases today? It's like 20 emails over and back. So
same as here, yeah.
It takes a lot of time for the broker to collect all of that, and then, you know, it's just a headache for everybody involved. So with Policy Lane, we've built this platform for the smooth onboarding, and then once you log in, you've got access to all of your insurance in one place. And then the brokers on the other side, they can see all of their corporate clients and what insurance they have placed with each client, and see where there's room for opportunity, where they can sell other lines of business, so they can identify.
Okay, elaborate on this point. So right now I'm the insurance agent of the small SMEs, right? And I can see that this exact SME, I have a chance to expand the coverage, expand the policies, to offer him a new. Okay.
Yes. So again, I'm talking 2 sides of the Policy Lane coin. I explained the benefits for the corporate client and the HRs, but now I go into the benefits for the brokers and the MGAs. So imagine you log in, you've got a dashboard, you can see all of your corporate clients, how much premium is written with them, KPIs, standard insights, how much premium is written with them, which lines of insurance you currently have placed with them, which lanes you do not, and maybe you should look at some recommendations into, okay, today you have medical, life and business interruption with client A, mm-hmm. But you could also offer them pet and maybe home insurance for the employees. So just making it a bit more intuitive, so that brokers, again, they have so many corporate clients and they're trying to manage it all, and they have loads of different lines of insurance, and they're working with lots of carriers to try to get the best deal for their corporate clients, right? Because that's the value proposition there of the broker or the MGA. They want to bring the best deal, the best coverage to the corporate clients, and they have to in the quickest time possible, and they might have to do a lot of conversations and emails to the carriers before they can, you know, present to the corporate. So it's difficult for them to track, okay, which lines of business do I have with who? And maybe where am I missing? Where are the opportunities? Where can I cross-sell other lines of insurance that our business development team should maybe pick up the phone and say, you know what, you've got medical and life with me. How about we also offer you, again, pet and home, and we give you a 15% discount. We can bundle it together. You've already got 2 lanes of insurance with us. How about the other 2? So just being able to have those conversations and insights into cross-selling other lines of insurance.
So this is leading me to the next question. you're like 12 years old, no, 13 years old, right?
Yeah,
What
yeah.
are the
So
key
in the Middle East, yeah.
what are the key factors that differentiate Teambase from the other insurtechs? Because we know that there is another insurtechs that don't give the exact solution, but like in the neighborhood of that kind of solutions. But what is the differentiates Teambase from the others?
I would say there's 3 or 4 things. Let me go into them one by one. So first one is our experience. Our leadership team combined, we have over 45 years of insurance experience. So that's a lot. A lot of the newer insurtechs, they're just learning the market. They've not been around that long, and they're coming purely from the tech side. They understand the tech really well, but not how the insurance ecosystem works, to the deep level that we have. So that's one. So our experience is, 45 plus years of combined insurance industry experience from the tech side. Again, from the broker and MGA side, we've been around for a while. Another area I would say is, again, just that understanding of
Helen Burke, a big bet, like yeah. Great.
How about now? Better?
Oh yeah, great.
I just adjusted it. Sorry, I got really excited, so I started to start to lean in closer to you to talk. I told you.
Amazing. Okay, so from the second point.
Yeah. So maybe the second point of where we're different is, so the first point I touched on, our expertise and experience. We've been around the block. It's not our first rodeo. We understand insurance very well. Our second point is we understand the problems very well. Again, we've been working with various size brokers, tier 1 large brokers, but also smaller to mid-size brokers. And we really take the feedback of our clients on board. We're always talking to them regularly and asking them, okay, where are the new problems? What's going on now? And we continue to iterate and improve our products all the time. If our clients come to us and say we've got a new issue or a new regulation has popped up, which happens a lot. The regulation's always changing. It can change all the time. It's important that the system is compliant. The system needs to be updated to reflect the new regulations. So I would say we take a very proactive approach, both in the feedback from our clients and in the regulation changes. We move very quickly to make sure that the platform's always meeting the change in demand and the new problems that are coming up in the operations side for the brokers. And then on the regulator side, we always ensure that our system is compliant.
There is such important point about regulation, and there is not about a lot of insurtech that are focusing about it, especially when you're dealing with insurance. So this is like a very, I can say how much is important to know about the regulation, especially where you're dealing with, if it's in Europe or European Union, UK, and so on. So this is like an important point that you must think about it and know about it, of course. So eventually, yeah, it's like a mode for you. So yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
And last but not least, we're really nice, friendly people. We're super enthusiastic and passionate about insurance. I mean, I hope that's coming across in our conversation, that we eat, breathe, sleep insurance and admin, and genuinely we want to make a positive impact in the insurance industry.
Can you elaborate about the Teambase vision?
Yeah, I would say our main vision is to become one of the top insurance admin problem solvers, insurtechs, globally. Not just in, again, Middle East and Africa, where we've been very predominant and we've been focused on. We now want to expand into Ireland and North America and Canada via Teambase Ireland, which is a spin-out company that we've set up to focus on this expansion. So yeah, I would say we want to be one of the top broker tech players in the insurance industry.
You said about North America. What do you think about the insurtech market in the Europe comparing to the US?
I would say, so as you know, I'm a little bit newer to the European and US market.
Just from your little point of view from that.
Yeah, I'm still learning. As I just moved home 2 years ago. Again, a lot of my experiences over the other side of the water, over near you, Abby. But basically, I would say that I would see the North America market as different state. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, different states have different rules. So it's actually state by state regulation. So the rules could be a little bit different from Texas to Georgia to Alabama. Yeah. So the different states have different rules. But we've seen that geographically, internationally. Different countries have different rules. So I guess it's similar. So we know that different geographies have different regulations, and the solutions and platforms need to make sense and cater for those local rules. That's like we've agreed. It needs to make sense and be custom and localized for each geography. And the same is true for Europe and the US.
So like 2 last questions. Okay, one is professional and one is personal. Are there any thoughts you would like to share about the insurance industry, about how to bring a new or vital employees to the insurance market, to the insurtech industry? What crossed to mind?
Yeah, I think as an industry, it's such an exciting industry, but younger people don't know or don't see that. They think, and you know what I'm going to say, they think it's boring. It's like, oh no, it's so boring. It's just insurance. This is what young people typically think. Some young people, not all. And I think there is so much that needs to be done. And it goes down to the education level. There needs to be more seminars and people like us, people from the insurance industry, going in and speaking in the schools about the potential roles that are available in insurance, because I didn't know what roles were available in insurance until I just ended up being a systems analyst with a tech company. And the first project I worked on just happened to be insurance. I mean, if there was more advertising and marketing and exposure of the different jobs and roles available in the insurance industry for young people, that would be a good starting point, because I don't think we talk about it enough.
No.
To the younger people.
No. I talk with my little kids, he's like 9 years old, about insurance, and he started to figure it out, what is insurance, but he always repeat the question, what is so exciting about insurance? Why you love so much insurance? And I started to show him, like on TikTok clips, you can see this danger. I don't know if I'm messing it up, but I can see how much you need to educate the younger, how you need to educate, or to even evolve like tech with educated about insurance, how to know more about insurance, not the boring stuff, but the excitement stuff. There is a lot of excitement stuff. Even the boring ones are excitement, but I don't know if this is only the nerds in us talking, but I think the insurtech will be like a catalyst here to promote much better insurance to the younger people. This is what my
is. I agree. I mean, there's so much insurance innovation happening all around, but we need to go into the schools and go and speak and tell the young people about it, about what's going on, because they don't know, and they're not aware maybe of some of the really exciting, technological advancements and improvements and systems that are being built in insurance. Again, we just need to do a better job of talking about it more and marketing it to the younger generation.
Agree. So personal, personal question. Is there any recommendation you want to share about a movie, a book, or whatever comes to mind? Take it from there.
Let me see. Well, I can tell you one thing. I bought tickets for Bruce Springsteen recently.
Nice.
The boss, Bruce Springsteen,
Yeah.
I bought tickets for him. He is coming to Ireland next year in May. He was here this year, but I didn't manage to get the tickets, but I got tickets for next year. So I'm really into music. I love music. And I do love movies as well. The last movie I seen was Oppenheimer, actually. I went to see Oppenheimer.
Didn't see that. Okay. Not yet.
I recommend it. Yeah, it's quite a long movie, so bring some food and maybe a blanket if it's cold, because it's like it's 2.5 hours, and try not to fall. No, you won't fall asleep in it. But no, it is a very interesting movie, but very deep thought movie. So yeah. That was the last time I was at the cinema. So Bruce Springsteen and Oppenheimer is all I can speak about for now.
Great. Helen, thank you very much for the conversation. I enjoyed it, and it was like talking with another nerds. I love it, and thank you. Till next time.
Thank you so much for having me, Evie. It's been a pleasure.
Thank you. Bye-bye.